And Jessica Riley is our point person. She is the director of the leverage solutions here. Now, if you're saying what's leverage solutions, this is the component that offers you leverage based upon the selection that you make with Keller Williams My Way. Remember, last week we talked about, or we've had private conversations about KW My Way and how it affords agents to choose how they want to do business with Keller Williams Louisville East. And one of those choices involves leveraging your business, leveraging the listing coordination, leveraging the transaction coordination, or leveraging all of it together. And Jessica is the point person. She is the director of this. And as I mentioned to you, it is widely important that you guys as agents understand what it means, what it is, what it isn't, and who to talk to so that you can deliver the best service for your client with confidence. So Jessica is here to talk through her offerings and to answer questions so that you guys understand how this works and why this is going to be amazing for your businesses.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited. This is actually my first time guest speaking at a different market center. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. So you know who I am, where I came from, and if you can even trust my program or not. You don't know who the heck I am, right? So I've been with Keller Williams for 4 years. I've worked on 2 different teams. I've worked with dozens of agents and helped with hundreds of transactions get to closing. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been an admin for a long time. Normally it's been in person, so this is the first time that I've worked a virtual program. So I'm really excited about that. I've taken Bold 4 times and graduated every time. I've been to Family Reunion, Mega Camp, and I've taken multiple executive assistant and operations classes through MAPS coaching. So really I've focused on, you know, learning and growth, and that's how I've gotten to this position. So let's talk a little bit about what my team does. So we can help you with listing coordination, transaction management, and we're just starting marketing support as well. That actually just opened up today. So the first step when you want to work with us is to get you onboarded. So I'll share with each of you, I got a list of all the agents, so I'll send you an email later today with a link that you can go to fill out the information to get started on your onboarding session. What that includes is we need some of your passwords because we'll work through your Command account, DocuSign account, and ShowingTime account. So we try to do as much as we can as you. That way you're still kind of the star of the transaction at the end after it's all closed and they're thinking back over their experience. We want them to think of you and what great service you provided. So we kind of designed this program to do as much as you as we can. And then anytime we have to do something on your behalf and communicate with the client as us, we always say, you know, hey, Amy asked for me to reach out to you, or Amy asked for me to send you this information. If there's anything else we can do for you, please feel free to reach out to Amy or myself. We're happy to help. So we reference you anytime we have to actually communicate as ourselves, but we communicate as you as much as we can. So really our goal is to take all of the admin duties that we can off of your plate. Because we know if you're a great realtor, you're probably not a great paper pusher. So we want to take care of tracking all the documents, getting signatures, keeping on track of due date, keeping you know, on top of due dates, that kind of thing. We take care of as much of that for you as we can. If it's something you have to take care of, then we have a system where we set tasks for you in your command, and then we set calendar events as well. So even if it's not our responsibility to actually complete the task, we consider it our responsibility to make sure you complete the task. So we've got systems built in to get that done. So I want to know, are there any specific questions, Alyssa, that you've gotten about the program, or if anybody wants to put anything in the chat box, any specific questions that you have?
Yeah, I know. Our biggest question right now that we're getting is, you know, what are the exact details, you know? And the neat thing is that I believe that I have the most recent version, but I want to make sure that we deploy this nice checklist, because essentially the agents are asking for the bulleted point list of what it looks like from, in the listing coordination piece and the transaction coordination piece. And of course, now the marketing piece, they're looking for those details and that information as well. Of course, pricing as well.
Sure. So right now we're just open to supported structured agents because we're a newer program. So supported structured agents can start their onboarding today. I can send you all an email today that you can get that started and you can begin ordering services. And then we're opening up to everybody in the new year. So we're just a couple weeks away from that. And actually, if I can share my screen, I can show you one of our active listings. Well, it's pending now, but I can peek in there and show you the checklist that we have. So you guys can kind of see what that looks like from your view. So let's see here. Okay. So you can see we're in opportunities in command. So one of the first things we do after we have our onboarding meeting is we put our checklist into your command. So we work off of these completing tasks, and you can hop in and see exactly where we're at. We track task completion in command, and we also do a second tracker just on our end. So everything's double or triple tracked. So we'll go in here to the escrow phase, and you can see we have all of our checklist items input into this agent's command. Certain items are noted to be included in client updates. So if you're not very familiar with command, there's a setting that we can set up for you to where your client will automatically receive updates once these tasks are completed. So some are checked because the client would want to know, some aren't checked because they're just not going to care. So as we go through and complete items, you'll be able to hop right in and see exactly where we're at on your transaction at any time. And then let me see here. So this is the transaction checklist from our end. So you can see we have every single stage and phase. We have a full checklist, and I'm happy to send that on to you guys in my email today as well. Does that answer your question though? That tells you a little bit more of how we get it done.
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
What other questions do you guys have?
I see one in the chat here. They're asking where you're located.
Yeah, so I'm located out of Greenwood, Indiana.
And Kim is her operating principal there as well. So in many ways, we're like sister brokerages, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now, the transactions that we're working, so we're working KW, Indy Metro Northeast, and Indy Metro South. And then we just opened up to you guys today. So we're super excited. Kim owns Northeast, so in Indianapolis, and then your market center as well.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I know folks are anxious to get kind of that list out so they can see it, and we'll deploy that with your permission as long as you feel that it's ready to go.
Yeah, definitely.
We do have,
I do.
oh, sorry.
I was just saying, I do think that may kind of bring people to their own level, kind of individual level questions. Perhaps, what does this look like with my branding? What does it look like with my signature? What does it look like in my business? And for it to be a little bit more tangible as well. If an agent would like to, are you open to any sort of one-on-one kind of conversation with agents if they request that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so I will send you all an email today, and in my email signature, you can just schedule a meeting with me. I just have them in 15-minute windows for consultations, and then if we run long, that's totally fine with me.
Okay.
So we have a few more questions here. Becky would like to know, how many files can you handle at a time?
Yeah, so we went into designing the program with a goal of 40. And then we discovered another method that somebody is using that allows them to do, they tout 75 to 125 at a time. Our goal is to have each of our transaction managers manage about 75 at a time.
Okay. And Laura would like to know, when you say we, how many people are working with you?
Right now we're a team of 4. So as we add more agents and more market centers, we plan to grow with transaction count. So once we hit that 75 per person limit, then we'll add more people. So we won't max out ever. We'll just continue to add people, and we have a system that's really duplicatable. So as your business grows, so will ours.
All right.
Awesome.
Excuse me, Jessica, has pricing been determined after the first of the year when you're able to add on others?
Yeah,
that it's
so
not on the
for
supported
listing,
model?
yeah, good question. So listing coordination is set at $250. Transaction coordination is $299. And if you use both in the same transaction, then it's $499. So you get a $50 discount.
Is that paid upon closing, or how is that set up?
Yeah, so you don't owe anything until the deal closes. So if you list, say, today in December and you don't close until May, we don't actually invoice you until May. And then if it doesn't close at all, if it's listed and it just never pens, then we just wait, there's no fee. If it pens but never closes, then there's just a $50 fee, and that's it. So you don't owe the full, $499.
Another question, are you assigned the same listing and/or transaction person for every transaction?
Yeah, so we're going to do agent and assistant matching. There may be some exception if one assistant is, particularly overloaded. There may be a time where you're assigning somebody that you're not typically assigned to, but our plan is to just continue agent and assistant matching throughout.
Anything else? These are questions.
Mm-hmm. And Alyssa, I know you answered the question here. I'm particularly really proud that the question of which offices have KW My Way, and this is ours and the Indy office. This is something that Kim Alexander and the ALC from last year or this year, 2020, all put their heads together in the Indy offices and made this happen. So we're happy to say we're the pioneers in this.
Absolutely. Basically,
Yeah.
Gary Keller kind of really encouraged people, OPs such as Kim, she's one of them, that says, okay, this industry is moving and agents need different opportunities and agents need choice. Dump out the box, put it and rebuild it in a way that makes it so that Keller Williams is still the absolute brokerage of choice, so that all agents can meet their goals, whatever they need. And people, Jessica here, she's offering the easy button. There's a lot of agents out there that have been very successful in building their teams and hiring their leverage, which is great. Keller Williams, we still do that in a great way. Yet, if that's not for you, now we have Jessica and the Leverage Solutions on a silver platter. If you need the easy button by saying, I just want to run with my transactions, I just want to be there for my clients, and my life worth living looks a little bit more like this, well, here you go. Here's your opportunity. And if you are on the supported model, this is included. So when we're talking about the pricing, if you're a supported model agent, this is already included. Now, if you're on the enhanced model, there's an a la carte opportunity, which still is a tremendous value. But we'll continue to educate you so that you understand what value this brings and what it looks like. So I am so excited, Jessica, to have you on board. I'm excited to see this in action, to make it tangible and to learn it. And I just have a lot of confidence, and I think it's an awesome next step for our market center. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Me too. And one last thing I want to leave you with, something I think is really cool and a really big opportunity for the agent as far as our program is concerned. It's really low risk. So when I first came to Keller Williams, I worked for an agent who I was probably her 4th assistant in, I don't know, a year maybe. And so she wasn't an expert in HR. She was an expert agent. So hiring is really hard, and it's a really low risk way to put leverage in your business without having to find the right hire, train them, and then if it doesn't work out, find somebody else. So that's something that I really think is a huge opportunity for everybody. If you're not quite ready to make the commitment of somebody's salary, but you see you're kind of at a ceiling because you're doing all of that busy work, it's kind of like hiring somebody without hiring somebody.
That's a great point.
Mhm.
That's a very great point. Or hiring someone that Kim was party to hiring, and that's something you can rely on as well.
Yeah, right. Well, and you can use this when your business needs it. And when it's a little bit slower, you don't have that extra expense of a salary. So it's going to be a great thing.
Exactly. All right. Any other questions? All right, Jessica, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Let me get this back up and Sharon.
Okay.
Sorry, our pictures are everywhere. There we go.
All righty. Now, as another reminder, we are all going to be getting paid through Command effective January 1st. And so we're really, really excited about it. There is opportunity for you to learn exactly how to do that. It is easy, it is painless, and we are here to help you with that. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going on to something else. That's my busy brain is thinking of something else. Another end of year reminder before we talk about getting paid through Command is that our wonderful Miss Lisa has got to get your 1099 tax forms to you. And if you have moved, if you've changed addresses, please respond to her email and update with your correct address so that you get those. And now we get to talk about getting paid through Command. So as I mentioned, by January 1st, as you turn in your commission checks, it will run through Command, which is very exciting and a great way to leverage and organize your business. And you need to learn how to do that. And so every day this week between 1 and 3, it will be Zoomed. Amy Leo is going to be training in on that and showing you exactly how to do it. It is painless and it is highly, highly doable. There is our Zoom meeting ID and our passcode.
I will say every single time we've had this class, everyone on there is happy with, oh, this is it. This is easy. So it's not scary. Come on multiple times. I've had someone that has come on 3 times now and just to get familiar, and now she's proficient in it. So please attend as many as you like. You can also schedule with Lisa Warfield that one-on-one time or with me one-on-one. And keep in mind, these classes and all others are up on our YouTube channel as well. So reach out to me if you have questions about that. And Laura, did you have a question about the Command?
No, I just was shocked when I took your class how much simpler it was than the green sheet.
Yep.
And I like that it sets us up for future success by making you put your clients in there.
That's right. And because I get off on tangents sometimes and I go to show you how easy it is to add them to a smart plan, you really see how that contact creates great opportunities. And it's just very user friendly. And it's just something new to learn. And once you get familiar with it, you're going to love it. So I'm very proud of everyone who has taken me up on this and who also came to Rita's and Lisa's classes last week. It's a good step forward for us.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right.
All right. And speaking of opportunities, we're just being peppered with all these wonderful, wonderful changes and really just good steps and good doors are opening like crazy. It's an exciting time. It truly, truly is. And we have a new productivity coach. We had that void in our market center for some time, as you all may be aware of. And so we are also led by an OP who follows the model of being very purposeful and intentional with hires. So while we had that space and time that we were technically without a PC coach, it was not a rushed hire. This this is a fantastic decision made by Kim. Carla Higgins is also out of one of the Indiana brokerages, is the PC coach for all three of us, all three of our market centers. And I've had the pleasure of speaking with her as well and getting to know her. She has a fantastic program for getting agents into productivity, so that the best, a clear fit for that obviously are new licensed folks who need the tools and the guidance and the scripts and the opportunities to get into production. That is why we are all here. And she's invited us just to pop in and visit. So, you know, she's kind of letting us try it out a little bit, listen, see if it's a match. And she has script practice Monday through Thursday this week, every day at 8:30. So she encourages you to come in and just kind of have a taste and see what it's like. She also has an informational session that is tonight at 6 p.m. to talk more about her program. I also have learned that she has kind of a really nice setup for opportunities for people of different schedules as well. She does know that there are agents out there who are in a second career or are currently in their first career, so that they can make real estate become their first career. So she has opportunities on Saturdays. She has opportunities in the evenings. She's here for you guys to help you understand the tools and the scripts to get you into productivity.
One thing that I love about what she's doing is exactly as you said, she's working with your schedule. And when you are a part of her coaching program, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. every day, she has what she calls office hours that you can jump on and ask her anything. So you've got that script help in the morning. She also does some one-on-one sessions with you. She has a Saturday workshop where you actually walk away with tangible, completed items and actions. And then those office hours daily. You're really getting a lot of support with it.
The accountability piece is huge in any season of your career as a real estate agent, because our careers are made up of goals that back down to, ultimately, when you drill them down, your action steps. And if you're like me, I can use accountability for going through those action steps. We all do. None of us are immune to that need. And loving accountability and having someone that isn't dragging you through, but lifting you up and encouraging you is a wonderful, wonderful recipe towards getting to your next step in real estate, no matter if it's your first transaction or if it's kind of breaking through a ceiling to get to your next level of growth.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say, I love that Rhonda Roberts just gave her a shout out in the chat. So just like everything else in KW where we pivot and evolve, what Carla did is she created a separate type of coaching where she will work with you and your team. So for any of you out there who have a team and you would like more of that team on one support, you know, reach out to me. I'll put you in touch with Carla, or please join her for her info session tonight. She can tell you more about that.
All right. Speaking of training, we're always a wealth of training and knowledge, which is fantastic. So every day at 1 and 4, here's what we're going to talk about this week. Today at 1, tracking your leads and following up with ease. The money is in the follow-up. Most of us can make one touch. Most of us can use command to deploy a great email or send a great mailer. However, it's in the follow-up. That's where we get to convert. And when we're in shifted markets, our follow-up requires a little bit more, and it's even more important. So be comfortable with that and attend at 1. At 4, Wealth Building Wednesday, episode 9 is being offered. Tomorrow, which is Thursday at 1 o'clock, check out Market Your Listings and be able to get a peek into the designs and campaigns that are offered and how to use those. I can also tell you that they are beautiful. They look great. They're very user-friendly in terms of making it say and be branded in the way that you need it. It's fantastic. And then at 4 o'clock, there's more compliance walkthrough questions and answers. And then on Friday, talk about closing gifts. That's always, you know, a great way to leave a great transaction and start into the follow-up of making your clients now forever clients, and those forever clients, the people who are going to advocate for you and your business. There's a whole lot of business growing after the closing of the transaction, and it starts with a remarkable closing gift. And then at 4 o'clock, Lifeline with Gary Keller. All right, so today with Scott Leroy, here's what Scott Leroy Marketing is offering to enhance your digital website on Thursday, emailing campaigns, texting follow-up, and more. So those are all those smart plans, how to build smart plans out. He would also, I'm sure, let you know what smart plans are working, what are people doing, what makes sense, and what do they look like. That is how you leverage your business so that your follow-up is fantastic. And then on Friday, make your mark with amazing marketing. We're going into Monday and Tuesday. There's some Facebook ad creation that they'll talk about, and then just a general command overview next week on Tuesday. All right, career visioning. So career visioning is an opportunity for training people on how to hire people. Most of us are going to get to a point here in our businesses that we're going to need to make a hire. We're going to need to leverage through others and grow through others and provide opportunities, which is an awesome component of being in business with Keller Williams. And career visioning teaches you just that. Now, career visioning in and of itself is a pretty robust course that takes more time than what we're talking about here. This is kind of the light version, and it's kind of a Cliff Notes checking off the high points. But wow, it is a great opportunity to step in to just get a glimpse of what it is if you've never been trained in career visioning, or if you've been before and you need some good reminders. And Dana Gentry is fantastic. And what makes this even better is that on December 16th, when this is offered, it is $50, and 100% of those $50 are going towards the Salvation Army, which happens to be Linda McKissick's favorite charity. And there's Eventbrite. So look for the Eventbrite. It does require an RSVP. And I love this photo. This just made me laugh so hard. Because nothing's better than some really great headshots from realtors. But there are free headshots. So if you need your first one, or you want to maybe update yours because maybe it resembles maybe something from the 70s, much like this lovely one here, make sure that your cross agents recognize you at the closing table from your business card. And Real 3D Space will be here at the Market Center next Monday, December 14th, between 10 and 2. They come in and they sit right here in the training room, and it's real easy just to pop in and take advantage of that. And again, they're free, but they do ask you to sign up on the calendar, and it looks like there's an opportunity on the Facebook resource page as well.
Yeah, and the thing that Quentin Van Meter, who does this, has told me is even if you didn't sign up, feel free to stop by. He really cushions his time slots. And there's, maybe someone who might not show up or be a little late. So don't let the link hold you back. Still come in and he can take care of it. And again, these are free for you. All he's asking is that he gets a chance to take a minute or two to show you about his drone photography. And there are some agents who have used those services. They're very inexpensive, and they're really done well. So it can be a win-win for you for sure.
In addition to his drone photography, he just does all the real estate photography, and they have a great team and a great package. So if that is a need for you, get a free headshot, if nothing else, to speak with him about that. All right. And CE Shop, it is the end of the year, and we may still have some agents here in the Market Center that need to fulfill their continuing education requirements. Not to worry if that's you. The CE Shop is offering 40% off with the promo code SAVEBIG. So please make sure that's done. Don't be spending your time on December 31st when you should be relaxing and having a good time getting ready to enter in 2021. Don't be doing your CEs. I've been that agent before. It's not a fun day. Also, if you're in conversation with other people who are looking to get their pre-licensing, with this 40% off, that can apply to their entire pre-licensing classes as well, which is huge. It's amazing, that discount, for what that'll buy to get you everything that you need to get licensed to get into the business as a realtor. So feel free to share that as well.
I just wanted to add one thing about that.
Yes.
The promo code SAVEBIG will only work on 12/14, December 14th, and December 15th.
Thank you.
So if you try to go there today and use that promo code, it's not going to work. You have to use that SAVEBIG promo code for 40% off on the 14th and the 15th of this month.
So it won't even work on the 31st. So perfect. That's solved.
They are continuing to send us promo codes almost 2 or 3 times a week. We usually only see 40% off once a month, but towards the end of November and what we've seen in November or in December, they're supplying this 40% off pretty frequently, but the promo code has been changing pretty frequently. So just be on the lookout for emails and notifications as to what dates to use, which promo codes. This one in particular, Save Big, 14th and 15th of this month.
Mhm. With that being said as well, even though you are required to purchase it within those dates and times, you can still purchase it and take your class on a different day in case that doesn't work with your schedule, just so that we're clear about that too.
And Melanie gave a shout out to CE Shop. She said that GLAR is not in person, so the CE Shop was super easy and helpful. And I know I get a lot of questions about, I don't know if I've completed my CE. It's very simple to go in and find your info, and it would be a good practice for you to check anyhow. Just Google KREC, choose licensing, and then it will give you an option to do a license verification. You pull up your name and you can see all of your details, all of the history of what you've completed, including whether you have a core year or you have not completed something. So it would be good practice for you just to kind of go in there and check and see what KREC has for you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. And I'm super excited to make this announcement as well. COVID is not stopping our market center from helping people in need. We like to help our community all months of the year, but Christmases and the holidays are obviously a very important time to stop because there are families out there who need a meal. There are seniors that we're going to talk about who just need to be taken care of. And this is how Keller Williams Louisville East is being intentional. And listen up and make a note, get your post-it out, whatever it takes, because our deadline is Friday. We announced it Monday and we only have the week. So we need for you all to be act in urgency right now with this. And so the two ways that we are going to be able to give back are this. First of all, Senior Care Experts is a organization here right over in St. Matthews, and their entire mission, their whole business purpose is to keep seniors living independently. So they have to ensure that they're living healthy and safely. And as you would imagine, one of the most at-risk populations in 2020 is the senior population with regards to COVID. We all know that, understand that. And so naturally, these seniors have not been able to get out to do their shopping and take care of some of their basic needs, or they don't feel safe doing so, which is obviously very understandable. And so we're collecting here at the Market Center toiletries, paper products, non-perishable food items, household supplies, blankets, anything that you can think of that an independently living senior needs. We're going to collect it. We're going to collect it here at the Market Center. And we're going to gather those items through Friday at 3 p.m., at which point we'll drive them over to Senior Care Experts and drop them off. If you don't want to bring in items, we're also collecting gift cards for this purpose to Walmart or Kroger. And we'll hand those gift cards off to Senior Care Experts and allow them to shop or pass those gift cards along to the seniors that they serve. So that's choice one, Senior Care Experts. Choice two, Keller Williams is really, really focused on being intentional. And there are so many great opportunities to give virtually. We found that that's not the issue in Louisville or anywhere right now for giving for Christmas, but we wanted to be really specific. And so we were able to identify a family in Oldham County, LaGrange specifically, that needs food and essentials and doesn't quite have what they need for a holiday meal. So we committed $250 in gift cards to this family so that they know they're going to be able to buy a special meal and have enough left over for incidentals. So we are also collecting Walmart and Kroger gift cards for this family. We're collecting those through Friday as well. Now, our wonderful Vicki has created 2 different drop boxes because there's gift card opportunities for both. You can designate which one you want your gift card to go to. Call me or text me if you have any questions about any of that, but I really encourage you to stop what you're doing and be intentional about being generous for 1 or 2 of these causes here so we can help some folks as a Market Center. But thanks in advance for your generosity, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Does anybody have any questions about our giving opportunities this week?
I just want to add a couple of things that I'm sure you probably shared it and it was in the slide, that if you didn't feel, if you're doing gift cards and if you don't feel comfortable coming in, just put them in our outside Keller Williams drop box, and either, Lisa, when she checks the box, will bring it in, or I'll check it as well. And if you also just want to jump in the office, you can feel free to leave any of the gifts or the gift cards with me. And, if you want to designate, tell me which one of the options you would like me to put the gift cards in. I'll be glad to do that as well. So don't feel like you have to make a special trip actually into the Market Center if you want to. So just anything y'all can do to help would be wonderful, because you all are always so generous. So thank you in advance.
Thank you for that reminder. I appreciate that, Vicki. All right. Well, that concludes our team meeting. We appreciate y'all taking the time to join us today, and let us know if you need anything in the meantime. Have a wonderful day.